guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra, and today I'm gonna be doing a video filled with ideas of how to create a beautiful accent wall with an easy paint DIY. So many of you ask me, how do I make a blank wall beautiful? And I feel like paint is the easiest way to do this. And it's renter friendly in the sense that when you leave, you can just paint over it. I am a huge fan of using paint. So this video is rounding up my favorite accent walls I've done in makeovers and kind of walk you through the process. I want to give a huge shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. You guys know I love Skillshare, and I know so many of you watching love Skillshare. So I have a really awesome discount code coming for you later on in the video. But for now, let's get started with these awesome paint DIYs. So the first paint DIY comes from a collab video I did with Tasha Leland, and I made over her bedroom. One of the main things I knew had to happen in this space was some sort of beautiful accent wall, and I really wanted to have her do the half moon alternative headboard. Now this is really simple, and I've seen it everywhere, all over Pinterest, and I think it's just a really fun way to create a headboard. One, if you don't have a headboard, or maybe you have a low headboard and you want to create more of a statement. It's just such an easy way to add a focal point above your bed. So really simple. You could do this one of two ways. The first way you could do this is just freehanding it. And I think that it looks really cool if it's organic. But if you want more of like a perfect semicircle, all you do is take a push pin, a pencil, and some string, and you just put the push pin in the middle of the wall and literally draw a semicircle like this. The key here is making sure that you keep the string pulled really tightly, and you don't want to move the pencil or it'll mess up your semicircle. And then all you do is go in with a smaller brush just to form the outline, and then a roller or a brush to fill in the semicircle. I love the color we used here. It's like golden, yellow, orange, and I just think the bolder the color for this kind of thing, the better. The next project was probably one of my favorites. This was in Sarah Ann's bedroom. And because this was such a small space, I wanted to add some color with paint. I knew that for sure. And I kind of came up with doing this headboard. Again, she didn't have a headboard on her bed, so I wanted to paint one on, but I wanted it to kind of fill the whole wall. For this DIY, I literally just painted half the wall, but I made sure it started a little above the halfway line of the wall. And the key to this project is using a level. So you want to get yourself a really big level, and basically all you do is figure out where you want your line to start, and you put the level on the wall, level it up, and then just use a pencil and draw a line. So it's like you're using a ruler, but this is a really important step because this is how you're gonna get the line straight across the whole wall. And then what you wanna do is use painter's tape, and you wanna put the painter's tape so it doesn't bleed, and basically just paint away with a roller. It's that easy. I wanted to include this project though because I think it is so awesome for someone who doesn't have a headboard. Headboards are expensive, or maybe you do have a headboard and just want to add some color to your wall, but you don't want to paint the whole thing. I think it looks really intentional, really styled, and adds yeah, a pop of color, especially in a white walled condo like Sarah's. I want to take a pause in this fun paint DIY video and give a huge shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this episode. You guys know I love using Skillshare. Maybe you don't. You do now. If you don't know what Skillshare is, it is an online community filled with thousands of different online courses. The thing I love about Skillshare that I think sets it apart from other learning communities is that the courses are just so diverse and so well produced. So you can take a class on how to keep plants alive, one of my faves. You can take another class on how to decorate your home, how to style your home, taught by an interior designer. You can take classes on how to be an awesome manager, how to draw. Like, there are so many different courses that you can take on Skillshare. But I wanted to talk about the awesome interior design courses because I know that you guys are watching this channel because, like me, you love interior design and decor. So there are so many different classes. I want to talk about one that I recently found, which I'm really excited about. This one is by Erin Boyle. She is a blogger. My mom has read her blog for years, but she actually just released a course on Skillshare called Everyday Minimalism: Find Calm and Creativity in Living Simply. So through her course, you can learn how to live simply in your everyday life, how to live simply in your home. And I love how Skillshare courses are taught by people that really know what they're talking about. Like, Erin has had this blog for years, and so to be able to learn from her is a pretty cool opportunity. You guys also know I love the design course by Emily Henderson, teaching you how to style your home. Most courses are under 60 minutes with really short classes, so these can totally fit into your busy schedule, and for me it doesn't feel like a task. It feels like something enjoyable that I can delve into for a short amount of time, learn something new, and just fuel my passions. That's what it feels like. For a limited time, use the link in my description box to get a free trial of the Skillshare Premium membership. And let's get back to the paint DIY video. The next project was for my good friend Jess's daughter Sloan, and this makeover was so fun. I basically turned her nursery into like a more big girl room, and the idea of this room was to create a space where Sloan could kind of grow into it and have it for like years to come. So we did something really fun, and I painted a massive circle behind her bed. Just a giant circle. Because this was a room that I wanted Sloan to grow into, I didn't want to paint the whole wall pink or purple or whatever color, because I knew that maybe in 5 to 10 years, she probably wouldn't be into like a purple accent wall. So I wanted to do something small that Jess could easily paint over when Sloan outgrows this color or the shape on the wall. But it's not gonna take her a while. She doesn't have to paint a whole wall, she just has to paint over the circle. And literally this is the easiest accent wall idea. You want to find the center of your wall, so just with a tape measure, you wanna measure across the wall, find the center, that's where you wanna put your push pin, and you wanna tie a piece of string to the push pin and a pencil, and you just go around. Again, just like the semicircle DIY, you wanna make sure that your string is pulled really tight and that you're not moving your pencil too much, and then you just wanna draw a giant circle. The hard part is definitely doing the outline of the circle, but I would suggest using a foam brush because you can really get like a good line and outline the whole circle. And then you just wanna go in with your roller, roll away, and paint within the circle, and then you have this awesome alternative headboard / coolest accent wall ever. I think this DIY would look so awesome in a living room behind a couch. You could do this in like a million different colors. I think it would look really awesome in a living room in like a dark blue, or maybe just like a bright orange against a velvet couch. Like, the possibilities are really endless. Okay, this next paint DIY is so fun because it has been recreated so many times. So this was done in my friend Teresa's bathroom. She lives right below me. She can probably hear me filming this video. Hi, Teresa. This has probably been one of the most recreated DIYs to date on my channel. You guys love it, and I'm so glad you do because it is so easy and so impactful. So I saw someone do something similar to this, like lines on a wall. I think they did it in gray. I'll link the blog post down below, but I wanted to kind of do a spin on it, make it my own. And so I used black paint and I didn't use a traditional sponge. So a lot of people that I've seen do this DIY use like a traditional sponge, just like cut up into a rectangle, and that works, but I was finding that I wanted something more concise, like a defined rectangle, and I found that the sponge looked a little like sloppy when I put it on the wall, especially in the black paint. So my production assistant Elena actually brought 2 different sponges. She brought just your traditional kitchen sponge and then a magic eraser, and it was totally a happy accident. We decided that we loved the magic eraser because it gives a really clean rectangle. So all you want to do is cut a piece of magic eraser into the size of rectangle. You want to dip it in your paint and then kind of wipe off the excess and then just stamp it on your wall. I didn't draw lines on my wall to make sure that it was even. I just kind of went rectangle by rectangle, and it looks so cool in this bathroom. So many of you have sent me in photos of where you've recreated this in your living room, in powder rooms, in your bedrooms, and I just think it looks so cool. The black is so impactful against a white wall, and yeah, just like a fun, really easy DIY that literally will take you an hour to do. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the last project. This one is so fun. So this is a really easy scalloped wall. I've also been seeing this all over Pinterest. I'm gonna link the blogger that I found it through, and I really wanted to create this scalloped wall because I just thought it was so fun. Now, the blogger used it in a nursery originally, which I think is awesome, but I really feel like if you use the right color, this could be such a sophisticated wall in any part of your home. So similar to the half wall DIY that we did in Sarah Ann's bedroom, you want to use a level to mark out a straight line where you want the scalloped wall to start. Again, really important to make sure it's level and straight, but really easy if you get one of those big levels. Then you want to take painter's tape and you want to put it above the line, and you just want to paint the bottom half of the wall, just like in Sarah Ann's. Once that's dry, you want to take a bowl, or you could use like any kind of semicircle shape, and you want to just trace around the bowl with a pencil to create little scallops. You want to do this across the whole wall and then go in with a really fine tip paintbrush or a foam brush and just paint over the scallops, and then go in with a paintbrush or a small roller and fill in the rest of it. Really simple, but let's take a look at this before and after. Like, amazing. This color is so beautiful. It's kind of like a dark orange, terracotta feeling paint color, and with these scallops, I don't think it looks juvenile at all. I think it looks really fun, really different, and really sophisticated. I actually want to try and do this around one of my door frames in my home. I think doing a scalloped door frame would just be so fun. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope it inspires you to pick up a paintbrush and do a cool accent wall. If you do, make sure that you follow me on Instagram, DM me. I'd love to see your projects. And again, thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Make sure you use my link for a limited time to get a free Skillshare premium membership. You don't want to miss out on it. There's amazing courses being offered. And yeah, as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye.